I want to talk to you about what confidence really is, what confidence feels like. Because there is this misconception. People believe that the more they do something, the better they become at something, that all of a sudden they will become more confident. But I am the living proof of that you can do something over and over again. You can be really skilled at something. You can be really, really talented. You can be highly requested and still don't have the confidence. There are a few examples. When I was 16 years old, I was selected to be one of the 16 girls to play for the youth national team. When I was 16 years old, basketball. I was selected one of the 16 in the entire country back home in Sweden. And even though this happened, I still did not feel confident. Even though I knew that they selected me because I was good, more than good, pretty great, right? To be one of the top 16 in the country, I still didn't feel confident. Then eventually I came over to the US. I moved from Sweden to the US on a basketball scholarship, and I got the opportunity after I finished playing at junior college to go D1, play for a major Division I college team, a major D1 university actually. And I did, but it still didn't make me feel confident. And I had so many other offers from Division I schools to go and play for them, to give me a full scholarship, everything paid for. It didn't make me feel more confident. It didn't. And a lot of women live their lives like that. They're like, when I get good enough at something, and when people see me, when people select me, when I stick out, when I become one of the, whatever the one of the 16 in your life looks like, maybe you'll be selected to travel somewhere for work. They pick you to be the one who speaks at the next event, or they pick you for the promotion. Or you pick yourself and you start your own business. We oftentimes, we connect confidence with performance and with results. And although I do get better at it when I do something repetitively, I do get better at it. I increase and I improve my skill level. Yes, but that does not necessarily make me confident. Why? Well, because there are these three things that I talk a lot about. There is competition, there's comparison, and there is validation seeking. So if we don't feel good about ourselves already, if we don't have the level of confidence that we desire to have already within ourselves, if we don't feel confident already in who we are and what we have to offer, period, regardless of what we achieve or what we get or whatever type of recognition we get, we will still feel a sense of lack because we went into it with a sense of lack, with a feeling of I'm not good enough. So confidence is really about next level self-love. You're already doing the healing work. You're already loving yourself. You know your worth. You are respecting yourself. You have boundaries. You're aware of your thoughts, your actions, your behaviors. You are working on yourself. And most importantly, you're paying attention to yourself, because self-love is really about the relationship we have with ourselves, making sure it's honest, it's reflective, and it's actionable. Once we really get this relationship to another level, that's when we start feeling confident, because we're confident in who we are. Like, we have a new level of energy. And there is something about us that radiates so brightly. It shines through us. People feel it. And even if you are in a room where it's about like doing, where it's about achieving, where it's about performance, where it's about competition, even if you're not the best one, even if you're not one of the top people, people are still gonna wanna be around you. They're still gonna wanna chat with you, even though there are people there that are at the top, performance-wise, because of your energy, because of who you are. So I don't discourage anyone from improving. It's wonderful to get better, but I want to encourage you to start looking at where are you coming from when you are seeking to improve. Are you coming from a place of I don't feel good enough? Are you coming from a place of lack? Are you coming from a place of scarcity? Are you coming from a place of comparison, competition? Are you coming from a place of I need to prove myself, because if I prove myself, if I get good enough, then people are going to notice me. People are going to want to be with me. They're going to want to spend time with me, or they're going to want to date me, or whatever stories you may be telling yourself. So there's a huge difference between coming from a place of I know I'm worthy, I love myself, I'm confident in who I am and how I feel about myself. And I don't have to be skilled in this area yet, but I have the confidence that when I do it, I am going to be able to do it. I'm going to be able to accomplish it. And even if I so-called fail over and over again, I don't call it failure. I just call it, you continue, you keep doing it until you get better, right? There's no reason for us to label things all the time. But let's say, even if you do fail over and over again, you have the confidence in yourself that you can do it, that you can make it, that you can get better, that you can improve, and you don't allow those so-called failures to interfere with how you feel about yourself. This is next level self-love. This is a new level of confidence. When you're able to do something, you're able to live in this world, you're able to be around people, you're able to perform. And even when it doesn't go the way you want it to go, you don't beat yourself up. This is what I used to do. I clearly knew I was good at basketball, but when things weren't going my way, I would beat myself up. I would speak negatively to myself. I would feel guilty. I would doubt myself. I would punish myself. It was really, really bad. And this was a sport that had brought me to so many places, given me so many opportunities. It was really me who allowed it, but in the process, I was being very, very self-destructive. So I love to really show you, I love to really share with you that it's not always that way. If you're coming from the right place, yes. But if you're just looking for more, I got to have, and you don't already feel good with yourself, it's not going to work. It could work that you actually get it or you become really skilled, but that doesn't translate into confidence. Getting good at something, being good at something doesn't equal confidence if you already don't feel confident. So I encourage you to really reflect on your life, to look at the things that you're doing. What are you doing? What area are you striving to improve in? What area are you thinking, I'm doing this so I can build confidence? And I want you to look at what foundation are you operating from? What platform are you operating from? And I want you to spend time fixing that platform, working on that platform, coming back to yourself, recognizing that it's all about self-love. It's all about continuing the healing process. It's all about recognizing that you hold the power. It's all about giving yourself the validation you need. It's all about trusting yourself. It's all about that. When you get that together, you can learn anything. You can learn anything, and you're going to be the person that doesn't give up, because you know that your worth doesn't equal performance. Performance doesn't equal your worth. My whole life, I lived my life this way until I woke up, and I would say when I was around 23, 24, something like that, and now I'm 29, I realized that majority of my life had been lived that way. I thought that the better I did it, the better I did something, that the more worthy I was. That's really what I felt growing up. And then I took that on. And the better I got, I had a 4.0 throughout my whole master's program, and graduated with a 4.0 in Miami, like one of my favorite cities in the world. Still didn't really feel confident. How is that? Because I didn't feel confident within. So I encourage you to do the inner work. Make sure to continue to follow me. Make sure to watch the other videos I've put out, and continue to build that inner self-love. The more you build on that love, the more confident you'll feel, and the more you'll realize that you can have whatever you want, that you can do whatever you want, that nothing is impossible as long as you have yourself together, because you want to be able to attract and manifest and feel good when it comes into fruition, right? You don't want to attract and manifest from a place of lack, because then when you have it, you still won't feel good. Okay? Hope this helped. Love you so much. Bye.